Hi there, my name is Rani Lee. I am an industrial designer and associate professor of industrial design at OCAD University. Design With is a design incubator and a lab that is located in the city of Toronto. I always talk about Design With as a caring design practice, and I think a caring design practice is a way for design to move into the community. Through participatory design, we really invite people in the community who otherwise would not be part of the design process to take part in making decisions and also designing how the products will look like. And I think it's really only by inviting those voices that were otherwise not part of the process that we can really start to come up with new ideas that haven't been done before. The creation of Design With is actually a pandemic story, as in many people were hoping to get back to normal, but I think I was really thinking of what that new normal would look like. So I would say the future of work is pretty much what Design With is. I think it has to be more collaborative. I think we cannot think so linearly anymore. We actually use a lot of the materials that are flowing through this space actually that is considered waste. So at Design With, we are actually proving that a lot of this materials that we consider waste are materials that we can then turn into something that is useful and functional that we can use as part of our daily life. I would love to imagine the city of Toronto to include many locations of Design With, right? The idea of applying this framework in all the many different marginalized communities and neighborhoods that make up the city of Toronto. And I think it's a way where we really focus in on locality. We start to include people who have local skills, who live in these neighborhoods, who might be living in poverty not because they don't have skills, because people all have lived experiences. And I think we all know how diverse the city of Toronto is. So I think that is actually sort of our superpower as a city, because we've got the whole world here. And how do we use a place like Design With and be replicated in all these different communities and use different methods of making to really use design to elevate people's lives and create small businesses perhaps, create different sort of social innovation projects. So I think Design With is a perfect framework actually to be able to take into the future to see how we can impact locally and how each locality will be different from other localities, because each neighborhood, as we know in Toronto, is very different from other neighborhoods. So yeah, I would say the framework of Design With is a really great example of how we can build stronger communities.